My business is called Survivor Not by Chance. And it's because I survived, not by chance, but I survived because I fought to survive. And now it's time for us to thrive. There are so many of us that go through so many challenges in our lives. And with these challenges, we try to figure out how we're going to get through these situations. So meditation has saved and changed my life. And so anything I do, I always start off with meditation. So before we begin, I'm just going to start off with a quick meditation where we're going to just listen to the sound of the crystal pyramid. As we listen to the sound of the crystal pyramid, take some deep breaths in and out, and just breathe in and out. I'll guide you through it, okay? All right. Breathe in deeply. Breathe out. Breathe in deeply. Breathe out. Last time, breathe in as deep as you can. Breathe out. Just think about peace in this moment. Think about your ancestors, your angels, those who have passed over. Think about connecting to them now in this moment, in this space, in this time. You may visualize or see some of them right now as I speak. You can take deep breaths in and out according to your own pace. Take a deep breath in, a deep breath out. How's everyone feeling? Good. Did you visualize any people that you know that passed away? Did anyone see any of their relatives? You did? You did as well? Yeah? Okay, all right, yes. So it's just that simple. In order to connect to your ancestors or your spirit team, your angels, you take some deep breaths in and you meditate. As you meditate, you think about who you want to call forth to you. You think about who it is that you want to see in that moment. You call their names out loud. As you call their names out loud, you start having memories about that individual person. As you have these memories about these individual people, they start to give you messages. Has anyone in here received any messages before, maybe heard the voice of someone that has passed away?
You have picture.
You picture them?
Picture, like, I didn't call it mediumship, I don't know if you want to call it that. But like, I see a picture of my sister's mom, and she sits down on a chair, she drinks coffee, she watches Telemunga. And I told her about it, and said that's so cheap, and I didn't even know her.
Yeah.
So, see, that's pretty cool.
Yes, it is. So, it takes practice. The first time you do it, the first couple of times that you just sit and meditate and call on the name of the person that you want to see or speak to, it's going to take time. It may not happen right away because you're not used to hearing their voice. You're not used to not only just hearing their voice, you're not used to their presence being there, even though it's there. They just haven't shown themselves to you. We have spirits all around us. All around us are spirits. And as these spirits are all around us, we have to communicate with them in order to get the answers that we seek, the guidance that we seek. Has anyone intentionally meditated to communicate with their angels or ancestors? You have. You have as well. Did you get any response?
I feel like yes, I did. When my sister first passed away, I prayed to her, prayed out loud that she would come to our mom, let her know that she was okay, and a couple days later my mom actually said she saw her.
Wow, that's so beautiful. So it's just all about connecting with those angels and ancestors, yes.
I would say I didn't know about meditation, that's what I'm learning. I use candles.
Candles are also
Yeah.
a great
A
way.
white candle,
Yes.
and you get in front of it and you speak to it, and you see it.
Yes, that was going to be the next thing. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
So candles are also another way that you can connect with your ancestors and your angels. So what you can do is you can take a white candle, just as he said, look at the white candle, call upon that person, light the candle, and as you light the candle, you just think about their essence, think about their energy, and then call them forth. And you may hear their voice, you may see something fall, because that happens. The lights might flicker. There's so many different things that happens when you call your angels and your ancestors forth. So I'm going to do an activity here with everyone, if everyone's okay with it. Is anyone uncomfortable with doing an activity? No? No? You good? I feel your energy. You're okay. You're okay. All right. So we're going to take some deep breaths in and out. And this is going to be a manifestation activity. But before we do that, I want to share a story with you all. So I named my business Survivor Not By Chance because I survived not by chance, but I survived because I fought to survive. Now it's time for me, as well as any person in my space, to thrive. Now, there's been so many situations I've survived. I've survived sexual assault. I have also survived foster care. I've also survived abuse and neglect, homelessness. I've survived so many different things, and every experience that I've had, I've allowed those experiences to push me and to drive me into where I am today. And I use my thoughts. Our thoughts are very powerful. I use my thoughts. Every time I was in a situation where I felt I was unsafe, I would say, I'm protected. Nothing's going to hurt me. Nothing's going to harm me. Anytime I felt, say for example, it was a time where we didn't have electricity and it was the winter time. At that time, they cut your electricity off in the winter. And as I sat in the cold, I prayed and I asked for our lights to come on, and the next day they came on. So when I say your thoughts are so powerful, they are. Allow your thoughts to control and dictate and push your life into the destiny in which you want it to be. Some people may think, I want to have a green Mercedes Benz. Like, that's awkward, right? But in thinking they want to have a green Mercedes Benz, if they say it for a year, I bet you that next year they will get it. Why? Because of their thoughts. Our thoughts are so powerful. Regardless of whether you believe it's going to happen or not, if you continually say something every day, you affirm yourself every day, you speak it into existence, you're manifesting it, it will happen. It will happen. So in this moment, we're going to do an activity where we're going to think about the one thing that we want. One thing. Whether it's connect with your ancestors and your angels and speak to them clearly and hear them clearly. Whether it is for you to move into a new home. Whether it is for you to desire to have $1 million, whatever it is. In this moment, we're going to take a breath. 3 breaths, deep in and out. As we take those deep breaths in and out, I want you to think of that one thing that you desire. Is everyone ready? Okay. Now, as you're thinking about these things, I want you to think about your ancestors and angels, the ones that you know, and picture them, visualize them. And in those moments, you will receive what it is you desire. Breathe in deeply. Breathe out. Breathe in deeply. Breathe out. Breathe in deeply. Breathe out. Now I need you to listen to the crystal pyramid. Keep thinking about what it is that you want to call forth. Think about your angels and your ancestors right now in this moment. Allow them to come to you and speak to you in this moment. Love, peace, and joy is here in this moment. Think about what it is that you want to call forth. Whatever it is that you want to call forth in this moment. Breathe in deeply. Breathe out. Breathe in deeply. Breathe out. How's everyone feeling? Good? Did anyone see their ancestors or angels? You did? Awesome. Yes. Anyone else? Yes? Okay, awesome. All right, does anyone have questions on how to connect? Because it's a lot of different things that you can do to connect to your angels and your ancestors.
I have a question.
Yes.
You know how you talk about art, the angels and whatever? Like, those candles don't they mean stuff, like those spiritual candles? Like,
Yes.
Like, I once got a second reading, and they sold me I called it says Archangel Michael.
Yes.
So is that stuff real? Like,
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Archangel Michael is the archangel for protection.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yes.
It was a protection candle.
Yes. They bring, so what happens is when those candles are made, the energy is put into the candle.
Okay.
So as the energy is put into that candle, when they sell it, they're selling you the energy of Archangel Michael. So when you purchase those candles and you bring it home, the energy is already manifested into that candle.
Yeah, how would you say to light it? Because he said to light in the basement. I'm sorry, I'm not lighting no candle in no basement.
So it depends on who you ask.
Yeah.
The way I believe, because we all have different beliefs, I believe you can light it anywhere.
Okay.
That's my belief. So if you need protection and you feel led to get a candle by Archangel Michael, state your intentions before you light your candles.
Yeah.
Always state your intentions before you light your candles. Because your intentions is actually what's going to bring forth what it is that you're asking for. That makes sense?
Yes, it does.
My pleasure. Okay.
Is it easier to try and connect while you're awake, or do you, like, in dreams? What's the best way to try to do that?
So it depends on the person. Everyone's different.
Mm-hmm.
When I was a young child, I would connect through my dreams. When I became an adult, I still connected through my dreams, but I started to connect more when I was awake because I was intentional about the connection. So it's all about your intention. Everything is intention. If you're awake and you want to connect to your ancestors, meditate just the way we just did here in this moment. You can have a white candle lit as you're meditating and then call them forth. That makes sense? Awesome. Anyone else have any other questions? Okay, yes, go ahead.
You know, I'll be nervous.
It's okay.
But I say, what is like, I guess your advice for like beginners when it comes to trying to connect? Because sometimes I feel like I try to connect with my grandma, but I'm more just get memories rather than I feel like she's speaking to me.
That's how it starts.
Okay.
That's exactly how it starts. So when you're first starting off and you want to do the connection for your ancestors, your spirit team, your spirit guides, your angels, you sit and meditate while you're awake. You can also play different sound frequency music on YouTube where you're connecting to your spirit team, you're connecting to your angels. And as you're sleeping, before you go to sleep, think about your intentions. As you think about your intentions before you go to sleep, just listen to the music, listen to the sounds, and fall asleep to the sounds of the frequencies of that music. And it will bring in the energy of that person that you're calling for. Now, it may not happen exactly the first time. You may have to give it a couple of tries before you're able to fully connect. But after that, you'll be fine to do it while you're awake. So you can start one or the other. Don't try to do both at the same time. Yes.
Would you say building an altar might help you connect?
Yes. Building an altar will definitely help you connect with your ancestors, your angels. And so an altar can be anything. It doesn't have to be anything huge. It's basically a sacred area that you have set aside. You can put some water, a white candle, and you can put pictures of your angels and ancestors there. As you put the pictures there, then you're just remembering their energy, remembering the great times that you had with them, remembering the moments that you shared with that person, and that will also help usher in their energy. Thank you for that.
Yeah, because that's true, because like I said, you take the white candle before you go to bed, and then you ask them for guidance and questions, and it comes in your dream. So that stuff is true. So
Yes.
you're right on, because I can tell you that I do that.
Yes.
So let's say like, I meditate, and then I go to bed with white candle, I ask some questions, and then they answer them in my dreams. So that stuff's true.
That is perfect. That's because you're also a medium. You have the ability to connect.
Yeah,
So it's so easy for you to connect because you have that gift.
right,
Everyone doesn't have the gift.
right.
Sometimes it takes a little bit longer for others who don't have the gift to be able to connect.
Right.
Have you been told that before?
I'm a new beginner. I didn't know I had the gift,
You
but
do.
I got clairvoyances and stuff
Yes.
like that.
That's the gift,
That's,
see?
yeah, so, and I have precognitive dreams, so so I'm just learning about my gifts. That's why I want to come up and hear you speak.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Awesome. All right. So, setting up an altar, also lighting candles. What's the number one thing that you should do when you're trying to connect with your ancestors and angels? Anyone want to answer that?
I'm gonna take a guess. Meditation.
Yes! Exactly. You can use meditation for so many different things. You can use meditation to manifest. You can use meditation to call forth your angels and your ancestors. You can use meditation to heal yourself. And so I use meditation to heal myself. And also I wrote a book called The Pressures of Becoming a Diamond. My book has sold in 12 countries. I'm a self-published independent author. And it has been so successful. Why? Because of my angels. How many people you know who are self-published authors sell their books around the world?
Not many.
Well, you know one now. So your angels and your ancestors, they can do so many wonderful things for you. They're here to guide us. It's not for us to tune them out. It's for us to listen to them, to guide us on this journey. It is so extremely important for us to connect to them. They helped me write my book. And as I wrote that book, it was so painful for me. Why was it painful? Because I had to relive every traumatic situation that I wrote. In order to heal yourself, you have to relive every situation that you've been through. If you don't relive those situations, they will come up in different spaces of your life that you do not want them to. It will look like anger. It can look like depression. It can look like anxiety. It can look like stress, worry, being overwhelmed and don't even know why you're overwhelmed.
Illnesses.
Yes, illnesses. Yes. Our physical body holds everything that we experience. And our ancestors and our angels are here to help us heal, So if you're not connecting with them on a regular basis, you're missing out on so much information. You're missing out on so much wealth of knowledge that you could have in this journey in life. So it's very important for you to connect with them to be sure that you're on the right path. I'm also a psychic medium, so I'm able to experience things at a different level. Well, I know you definitely have clairvoyance in you.
Yes.
Does anyone else in here feel like they have the energy to connect and hear information and deliver information to other people? Ah, yes. How has that experience been for you?
Interesting.
Interesting, I know.
We're talking about that in about an hour.
Ah, awesome. Make sure you all come to, make sure you hear, it's Keith, right?
Kevin.
Kevin, I'm sorry. Hear
Keith,
Kevin.
I get Keith all the time.
Okay, you look like Keith. Hear Kevin speak, and it's also going to be some other amazing speakers. So I'm going to wrap up in just a few minutes. I am doing a book signing tonight. So if you are interested in purchasing my books, The Pressures of Becoming a Diamond, I have almost a 5-star review on Amazon from 12 different countries. This book is so healing. It's so powerful. It's $25 if you would like to make the donation for the book, and I will personally sign it for you. Does anyone have any other questions before we go? Yes.
Okay, that's your name at the top because I didn't bring no money, but I want your book. So I look up authors on Amazon
Yes.
and I find books.
Yes. That's my name. My name is Asia Carroll.
So if I search this, I'll find your book?
Yes, and it's
Okay.
called The Pressures of
Okay.
Becoming a Diamond.
I'm gonna get it.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
All right, so thank you all so much. I really appreciate this opportunity and you all taking the time to hear me speak today. I will, if you would like the book, you can just line up. Just give me about 5 minutes to get over there and set up, okay? All right. And really quickly, if anyone would like to give a testimonial, TJ, he is here. You can give a testimonial about the speech and how you liked it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.